But you can't give treatment without diagnosis. So we kindly need these documents before we proceed, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, you are trying to be you have been lenient for these entities. Please, can you bring out your true colors as the chairperson of this committee, Cosase? Thank you.
Yes, Honorable.
Thank you very much. I'm called Logose Sarah Annette, Woman Member of Parliament, Butaleja District. Through you, Chair, I would like to inform Insurance Regulatory Authority that whenever we give time, because we met you for the first time, we gave you time, it would be good for you to always put us as a first priority, because whenever we sit and arrange that there is time for this, we need that issue to be complete. Now, this issue of telling us that you need time, you need over the same issue, I think it is really not in order. So, I'm requesting that may you always put us as a priority, because the way you are answering, it is showing that we are not considered at all. We are, according to your busy schedule, for us, we come just as a by the way. Because if this request was made on Friday, because that's what I've heard, that you've been busy, and I think you made the request verbally, you made it on Friday, it means you're not considering us, the committee, as a priority. So through you, Mr. Chair, I would like to inform Insurance Regulatory Authority that Cosase is very important, and we have to account for the public finances. Thank you very much.
Honorable Mzale.
Mr. Chairman, I think we are taking a lot of time. It is either we decide that they go and pick the letter and we move forward.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable Musi.
Madam Board Chair, Ms. Keto, you wrote a letter to the PSST last week on Monday, which was delivered to the ministry 4 days later, as per the copy we have here. And in this letter, you are asking for documents. And in your own words, you said to remove any uncertainty, because you are going to appear here. The confirmation will enable the authority to provide a comprehensive response to Cosase and remove any uncertainty regarding the legal and administrative authority under which Dr. Sandy performs the functions of accounting officer. So you knew the importance of getting all that documentation. And as board chair, we don't need to lecture you on issues of corporate governance. Just much as you want us to say that no, sometimes business can be conducted casually over a cup of tea or otherwise. So given that even you wrote last week asking that we want documentation such that there is no uncertainty regarding the authority under which Dr. Sandy is operating, you knew the importance. It was under your hand and signature. So whereas you want us to rub that thing under the carpet now, saying, you know, sometimes business can be conducted over a cup of tea, we're saying it was critical, and that's why you wrote. So I don't want you to look at this as a light issue that no, we can move on. I think the whole essence, which I'm sure the CEO and head legal appreciated, was that we wanted certainty as to how this document is before us. And it's critical to everything surrounding the appointment and the authority under which is responding to the other queries.
Thank you. I think let me guide us. Let me guide like this. The acting chief executive officer, according to your own introduction, I would also call you as such. In circumstances that you are uncertain on the mode of communication, but at least you can attest to this letter that you received it. Of course, we can't receive documents and evidence casually. You just land on any document, you bring to Cosase to try and back up your claim. That doesn't work. I had the chairperson board laboring to offer an explanation. I wouldn't hold you on his statements because you were not with us last time. But some of these directions were in committee here. The best we did for you is to invite you for further interaction over some other aspects. But of course, I take concern that you also oversee the operations of the authority. The subject in issue is on whether we have a substantive or an acting chief executive officer. 2, whether we have an accounting officer. Already before us, another Kaduna is saying he's the chief executive officer. And he has mentioned it here before this committee. Now, next to you is another Sunday saying he's the acting chief executive officer. Now, we wanted to examine the chronology. So this becomes a very substantive document. Because from the appointment he presented, it required this backup. Now, in the circumstances that even the responses are scanty, I'm constrained, but in order for us to proceed, I will put the acting CEO on oath and also the head legal. And equally require that you offer us substantive explanation on how you access this document, and where possible, within today, present to the committee a copy of either your submission to Minister of Finance or the response. You cannot submit a document which was not even received by the insurance regulator, because the way it was neither received by you with a stamp, nor attachment of a forwarding letter from Minister of Finance, and equally your request for the same document is lacking. We cannot presume that the authority transact casually, meaning that anyone can communicate, anyone can receive a document, or even that these officers can act on any information. That can't be. And I don't think that's the authority you are pretending over as the chair board. So I will require that within today, you offer us a substantive proof that this document was actually received. And because before it is received by your authority, you have no mandate now to forward it to the committee. It was your document, Annexure number 1. For now, I'll rule that before we proceed, is it Dr. or Mr. Sunday and the head legal, you are put on oath. I so rule. Clerk.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. In view of your guidance, we shall proceed under Rule 22, under Rule 222 of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament, examination of witnesses on oath or affirmation. I'll read the 3. 1, a committee shall have power to cause a witness to be examined on oath, and the clerk to the committee shall have authority to administer it. 2, a witness may, instead of taking oath, make a solemn affirmation. And 3, the oath or affirmation under this rule shall be in the form prescribed under Appendix 1 to these rules, and I will provide the form. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
No, I've already ruled. Let them first take oath. No, wait, let them first take oath, then you'll come on.
I, Dr. Sande Protasio, swear by the Almighty God that the evidence I shall give touching the matter before the committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Clerk, be quick.
I, Francesca Kakoza, swear by the Almighty God that the evidence I shall give touching the matter before this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Sande, I don't know, Mr. or Doctor? I should be.
Chair, either can work.
Okay. Dr. Sande, now that you are on oath, please be mindful of the oath you took.
I am very mindful.
And say the truth.
And Chair, as I was taking the oath,
Yes.
The war awaits. Unleash the fury of the Space Marines. Even one beast left alive will draw the sword. Exterminate them all.
he has one of the supportive documents, the letter confirming that the acting CEO is the accounting officer. Because as I mentioned, again, our team, unfortunately, the honorable member thought that by me sending a person at finance, I'm not being in charge. I could not be in two places at the same time, Honorable Chair. That's why I work with and through my team. So one of the team members who was there was working with Mr. Musa Lukwago, and they have come along with that letter.
Okay, proceed and submit your letters.
Chair, I want to request that maybe they submit it because, again, the same questions will come. How have I gotten it?
No.
So through you, Chair, if you allow, the
letter,
minister can submit.
The letter is addressed to who?
Pardon?
The letter is addressed to who?
To you, Chair. I have not read the content, but they have it. I didn't want to touch it because you may doubt it again.
Let them be on record. Introduce yourselves and also the supportive document.
Good morning, Chair.
You can stand for.
Good morning, Chair.
Yes.
I'm Dr. Bob Munene, Acting Commissioner of Financial Services. The PSS is unable to come because Monday is cabinet and he was invited for cabinet. So he sent us to represent him in this meeting.
Yes.
One of the requirements of that you requested was the instrument that appointed Dr. Pratazia Sunday as the acting CEO, which we came with.
Please, can you submit your document? That is an instrument, a document?
It's a letter. It's the way you take it. I'm not a lawyer, but it's a letter communicating his appointment.
Okay, let's look at it. Okay. Who is your other colleague?
Thank you, Chair, and Assalamu alaikum, Chair and Honorable Member of Parliament. My name is Musa Lukwago. I'm a principal economist.
Wa alaikum salam.
My name is Musa Lukwago. I'm a principal economist, Minister of Finance, and a desk officer for IRA. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
You are the one who sent the request for the first document, the interim administrative arrangement for the annex here A. Are you familiar with this? You can come and look at this copy. You bring it. Are you familiar with that?
Honorable Chair, I'm very familiar with that letter.
Are you the one who delivered it to the acting chief executive?
Honorable Chair, it was picked from my office at the ministry.
It was picked?
Yes.
By
because
who?
we have a...
Mr. Chair, are you safe?
Yeah, we are safe.
Apologies.
It was picked by who?
It was picked by an officer from IRA.
Which officer?
A lady by identity.
A lady?
Yes, Chair.
And so you issued it under which authority?
I didn't issue it. It was issued by Head of Public Service. I just delivered.
You delivered? When you delivered, was it a verbal request or a written request?
It was a request that came through by email. Then I asked them to come and pick it, which they did. Honorable Chair.
You have a copy of the email?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
The email was from who?
From the acting CEO.
From the acting CEO?
Yes, Chair.
Acting CEO beyond record. You sent an email, not a letter. Try to validate your response on that.
Chair, I want to seek your indulgence. I mentioned that we have written so many letters, and I presented one of the letters. And when a member was saying that they directed CID, I begged this committee that because they have made so many communications during the period, including coordinating this very big team to ensure that it is before, I confirmed that this letter was secured formally. At least I know there was some form of communication. That's why I took the oath without any doubt.
So now, he's saying he received the email. How did you request for the letter? Just be precise. Is it by email, by letter?
Chair, since he has confirmed, at least for him, he received one. So I sent an email, and an email, Chair, can be validated. I have taken an oath. I'm going to present evidence.
So we need a copy of the email.
We shall provide that, Chair.
When you are responding, you only gave them a copy, or you wrote a letter back?
A copy, Honorable Chair.
You wrote a letter?
Honorable Chair, I said a copy. We didn't write back a letter submitting this.
Do you have the authority to issue that letter? Do you have authority to issue that letter from Minister of Finance to Insurance Regulatory Authority?
Chair, as a desk officer for the authority, we have a close working relationship.
I mean formally, leave alone working relationship. When you are exchanging documents, is it casual? Is it formal?
Sir, the request came through formally by an email, which I think it was formal, and we responded by requesting them to come, to send in someone to pick the letter. And this is the letter which I'm very familiar with.
took back your letter? This letter, Secretary. Which document did you refer to? Is it this one?
Yes, Chair.
What does it say?
Chair, it is giving powers to the permanent secretary to act as the acting minister.
You know, Doctor.
You talked of a document confirming him as accounting officer, addressed to the committee. Where is it?
I also have it. I gave it to the legal person of IRA.
Because you are communicating different letters and submitting different letters.
Dr. Mnene, the sticky issue before the committee for the last 45 minutes has been the ownership of this document, this instrument.
Yes.
And the issue was Mr. Gobi, who was the intended recipient, is not here, neither is Ms. Nachobe, who is the author. So we wanted that document properly admissible before this committee. And we wanted that chain. Now, the person who handed over, of course, he handed over, we don't know whether on instruction or otherwise, but we just wanted someone to own this. And neither of the two principals who are in the letter are here. So we thought you could help matters, but clearly you don't seem to help us out of that legal.
And before you sit, you said.
I'm here.
Which one is it? Clarification on the appointment of the current acting chief. Have you submitted this formally?
Yes.
To Parliament? Clerk, have you received a copy of this? Or you are submitting it now?
I was given a copy, so when I was coming here.
By who? The clerk hasn't received a copy. We want it to be formally submitted, but when you are being sent here, did the PSST give you authorization in writing?
That's the one. The others is an internal memo.
You are Bob Munene.
That's true.
Assistant Commissioner. Colleagues, I have a letter here written by the Permanent Secretary to the Treasury, dated 7th August 2026, titled Clarification on the Appointment of the Current Acting Chief Executive Officer, Insurance Regulatory Authority, signed by Ramadan Gobi. He says, I wish to inform you that I'm unable to attend the scheduled meeting for PAC since I've been in cabinet meeting at Entebbe. I wish to clarify that I appointed Mr. Sande Portazio as acting chief executive officer of the Insurance Regulatory Authority, pursuant to the authority vested in me in my capacity as acting minister during the relevant period. A copy of the letter effecting the appointment is attached. I accordingly delegate Mr. Bob Munene, Assistant Commissioner Finance. No, now I would guide you submit this letter formally to the clerk. Now this gives us, because the copy I'm receiving here is a photocopy.
Some clarification, just
is a photocopy. So submit it formally with the annexure. It is talking about
some clarification.
Then
Chair.
we can consider it. Yes, Honorable Nyakato.
The letter reads 7th.
7th August.
7th was Friday.
2026.
Was Friday. They came here a week ago. So they write on Friday to get response on weekend. Saturday, Sunday was weekend, well knowing that they had to appear today. Chair, I'm seeing something fishy about this regulatory authority. By the way, they are taking things lightly and how they are taking this committee for granted. And with what I'm seeing, having the acting ED present, but also the outgoing ED present, there's something which is right. No, there's something which is not right. I know the old ED, the outgoing ED, should be having some of his royal people amidst this team who are fearing to disclose because the other one is around here. But also the other one being new, the acting, he's still facing those challenges of the old royalism of the staff to the old ED. Chair, I don't think we are progressing well. I would think if we have called the outgoing should not be here in case if you have invited the acting ED, the acting now. Because it makes some of this stuff here to disclose because the other one is here, is seeing. He will see them as people who have been also fighting him to be pushed out of this agency. And perhaps that's the reason why we are not getting right information from these people. How do you write to finance on Friday and you expect to come to the committee today with a response? It is very impossible, Mr. Chair.
Now, let me guide as I open up. The letter I read of 7th August is from Ministry of Finance. I will presume it is a response to our invitation, not actually to Insurance Regulatory Authority, because it is addressed to Parliament, and it's part of the clarification we needed from the Minister of Finance, the PSST. Only that I'm concerned that it hasn't been submitted formally. I hope you are processing formal submission. But I will proceed and consider this for our interaction here. Now that we have a resemblance of a clarification, which we have to interrogate from the PSST, that he acted under authority of the head public service to appoint an acting chief executive officer. We are also faced with a scenario of the would-be former also introducing himself as the acting. I think we must interrogate these issues together. Haji Kadunabi, why are you saying you are the CEO?
Chair, before we go there.
And in your absence in our last meeting, there was a claim, which I also need to put your notice, that when he was appointed CEO, the following day, you came to office and locked the office of the CEO, and that there is a claim on record from the acting CEO that there was a letter requiring you to surrender some items. This is already on the committee record. Now, as you come in to clarify, also consider those other allegations. Before now, we go to the board.
Chair.
Yes?
Thank you very much, Chair. I attended the last meeting we had with the Insurance Regulatory Authority, Chair. And to the best of my recollection, Mr. Kadunabi is here on our invitation.
Yes.
And why did we invite him? Because there were continuous statements from the acting CEO that he's new in office. And because we are interrogating audit report, we wanted the one who was there at the time of this audit to be present. Chair, it would therefore be illogical for us to discuss or interrogate Mr. Kadunabi before him as a witness is really required. We haven't reached the level where we are discussing the audit report and where the formally appointed and formerly present CEO, in our view, considering what you have read, has clarified or highlighted that he is unable to progress. Kadunabi's presence here, Mr. Chair, is to remove a scapegoat of excuses of not knowing what happened because the CEO was not in office. But the principal witness we have here today is the acting CEO. For as long as we are ready to move with him as the acting CEO. We will only go to Kadunabi on his guidance or when he has failed to respond.
Thank you. I think I've made a correction, and I've able given a background why, among others, we needed the presence of Haji Kadunabi. There were so many preliminary allegations. Now that he says he was appointed to office and we have got clarity, it's also on the record that he also introduced himself as the CEO, meaning he still presumes himself as the accounting officer. It is just logical that we harmonize this on the onset.
Mr. Chair, just
because we cannot transact in the presence of two CEOs and two accounting officers of the same entity. So we labored with him to prove and to account for his appointment. Here we are with some documents. Now we also need to interrogate this other fact. Save for any matter.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and honorable members. Honorable members, on 29th of May 2026, the High Court of Uganda, through my application I took to it, maintained the status quo of what was happening at the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda. Mr. Chairman and honorable members, that position is still the case. And on 29th of May 2026, I was the CEO of the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda. And the intentions of court maintaining the status quo, Mr. Chairman and honorable members, was to enable it consider my application, which is still ongoing before court. So, Mr. Chairman, as far as the law is concerned, I am the CEO of the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda.
Mr. Kadunabi, before you proceed, you said on 29th May, remain on, keep the microphone on. You said 29th May, how did the court pronounce? Do you have a copy of the court order? We interpret for ourselves.
Mr. Chairman, I have a copy of the ruling.
A ruling or order?
And it should be a certified copy for purposes of this.
You have a copy of the ruling or order?
I have a copy of the order and I have a copy of the ruling as well.
Could you avail us a copy?
More clarification, Chair. I wanted to know from the acting and former, the one who has a ruling of court, was it a contract by the time of the appointment of the new acting? Was your contract still running or it had expired?
The contract, Mr. Chairman and honorable members, was still running on 29th.
So,
when was it supposed to
expire? So let's go slow here. You got your order. Of course, we shall require a certified copy.
Yes.
But by your document, it is dated 29th May 2026. An administrative order is issued restraining, stopping, and preventing the first respondent, that's the Insurance Regulatory Authority, and its board from executing, implementing, enforcing, or in any way giving effect to the decision dated 16th February 2026, declining to recommend the applicant for renewal of contract as the Chief Executive Officer of the first respondent until the hearing and final determination of miscellaneous application number 0423 of 2026. Madam Chair Board, when did you appoint, or when did you, the appointment of the acting CEO take effect?
The CEO was appointed on the 1st of June 2026.
1st of June?
1st of June 2026.
1st of June 2026. Are you familiar with his claimed court order and ruling?
His contract ended on the 31st of May 2026.
31st May?
2026. And accordingly, on 1st June, the Dr. Protasio was appointed as the acting to enable us. 1st of June.
Yes.
Yes. I was trying to look at what date, the 29th of Friday. 1st of June, Dr. Protasio was appointed as the acting Chief Executive Officer of the Insurance Regulatory Authority because the contract of
interested in learning whether you are aware of his alleged court order. I will call it alleged because you haven't received the certified copy. Yes? Are you familiar with his alleged court order? You can access a copy. Dated 29th?
Can I have it? May I have it, please? And Director Legal, could you guide?
Honorable Kadunabi, did you serve Insurance Regulatory Authority of your claimed court order?
They are parties to the case.
Let him submit.
Mr. Chairman, Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda was served. Their lawyer was also served. And they are fully aware. They were fully aware of that order.
Maybe the other issue, Dr. Kadunabi, this matter was supposed to come up on 1st of June when the order was allegedly, and I'm using my words allegedly deliberately because when I'm dealing with copies, I need a certified copy to confirm the authenticity. And today being 10th of August, has there been anything from court to overtake this order, given that a court hearing was scheduled after this order was granted?
Mr. Chairman, the court has continued to consider this case, and we are now waiting for a final ruling from court. But
I think for now our interest is the interim order and service. Head legal, were you served with? Let head legal come beyond record, because we don't know who is served. Head legal.
Chair, since this matter is still in court, you'll allow me to restrict myself to what is publicly available.
Yes.
And so, yes, that order was served on us. However, Chair, there's a lot that has moved beyond that. On the 29th of June, we also appeared in court, and I've sent my team to bring all these documents. And this is what the court decided, that in the premises, the application is granted in the following terms. An order of interim injunction is hereby issued halting the process of substantially filling the position of CEO of the first respondent until determination of the substantive application. Chair, which substantive application? We're expecting the ruling, as I mentioned last time, on 29th September. So this injunction was against substantively filling the position, and the board chair is there. She can confirm that IRA has not substantially filled that position, and the person that has been appointed is in acting capacity, Chair. Thank you, Chair.
I appreciate that the wording is the same. Let's get that copy.
It's not the same.
I've been advised that further, this court order refers to the board, and the board is not the appointing authority. The appointing authority is the minister, and the minister carried out his function on the 1st of June. He was not party to that court order.
But hey, I don't know if your orders have different wordings. Could you avail us a copy of your order?
Chair, I can clarify that what you have is an administrative order that was supposed to be in place until 1st June when we appeared in court.
Yes.
So since then, we have had 2 court appearances. The second one after 1st June was just for mention of the matter. And on 29th June when we appeared, this is the ruling that I was reading from. And Chair, I have mentioned that we're going to get you the order itself out of this ruling. But on the 29th of June, which supersedes what you have right now, the court clearly ruled that an order of interim injunction is hereby issued.
No, before you go into the content.
Yes, Chair.
I've identified that from the content,
yes,
this administrative interim order is worded in different form from what you are reading. And you cannot now submit on an order you haven't availed us. Because we cannot know that you are reading from an order of court.
Chair, I've requested, I've already asked my team to bring that, or the second order, which supersedes that one. What you have with you was on,
this
was on 29th May,
yes.
I think. Yes. So what I'm reading from is 29th June.
But you cannot read what you haven't submitted to us.
Noted, Chair, and we're going
because
to submit
we can't be
it.
certain. But every document we require, you have to send for it. Didn't you prepare?
No, Chair, my apologies, because we prepared for the letter that was given to us, the letter from Parliament that was given to us. We prepared all the documents and those were submitted. Now this is a new one that's being introduced in this Parliament by Honorable Kadunabi, so we didn't have the other documents,
So
but we're going to get them, Chair.
We have 2 orders to consider. We cannot, but in the language of the first order, it was stopping implementation of the board decision. Honorable Kadunabi, conclude on your clarification, then we open up for members.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and honorable members. Honorable members, it is my understanding, sir, that with that order, nobody could appoint anybody else unless one is in contempt of court. And if there is any alleged appointment of 1st of June, it is my understanding, honorable members, that that is contempt of court order. Sir, the second
clarification. Do you have the copy of the contract, the terms and the conditions that you appointed on? Because, Mr. Chair, I'm seeing us being taken and diverted to issues of court, yet going by the explanation from the chair board, she has been so clear that the appointing authority is Minister of Finance. And Minister of Finance in this case appointed after the expire of his contract. So when we divert to that things of court orders and what, he's diverting us from the main business.
No.
Going by what the explanations we have got, the right acting CEO is now him.
Now,
So
I think
I
to
would
guide you, Honorable, where we are, we task him to prove his side. We have some enabling documents. We wanted also to clear the uncertainty, why he's calling himself also CEO. I think his cover up is saying he has an order of court. We don't want to interrogate the court matter, but we are concerned when there is a court order. The Insurance Regulatory Authority also is alluding to another order. So it appears there are two orders to interrogate, only that they don't have a copy. But just to clear out the uncertainty, is that the reason why you still hold on company property? Honorable Kadunabi?
Yes, sir.
So you also confirm in your possession there is company property?
Yes, sir.
And your reason is?
My reason, sir, and honorable members, is that I am still the CEO of the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda.
Let me start with Honorable. We come like this.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I want to direct this to the legal, you're the chairperson legal? Head, director. I wanted you to reread that court order. Or is it a court injunction or, yes? Yes, can you reread it because there is something I want to know about it.
No. We disallow the reading a text we haven't.
The Honorable Chair, I have something to ask after us understanding what she wants to read.
We shall not interrogate a virtual document. It must have she must submit first. She said a few minutes. Maybe it is coming. We can hold on that. We cannot interrogate because someone can prepare a good script.
Okay.
And read for us.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Honorable Naki, we are coming like this.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Julius Dachi. I came later. I was coming from Bale. I'm the Member of Parliament for Budadiri, East in Sironko District. Now, we have two CEOs, Mr. Itaji Kadunabi, then Doctor. Now, you are saying you are still the CEO, and is also the acting CEO. Is there a possibility that you are actually still committing Insurance Regulatory Authority by signing contracts, committing it, maybe even signing checks, signing things on behalf of the organization, while he's also doing the same thing? Is there that possibility that you're actually still executing things and also is doing the same? Thank you.
All of you write down these questions, you will answer the respective ones. Yes, let's proceed.
Do we have the CID officers here?
Honorable Jakato, what is your question?
He still insists he's the CEO, acting. We want the CID officers to go and he takes a statement on the properties of the office that he has, that he's failing to hand over, insisting that he's the CEO, even when the appointing authority has said, they have appointed a new acting director, executive director, and he insists that he is, as if it was court which appointed him to this position. Mr. Chair, I beg the CID department to take over, and he should be able to register the properties that he doesn't want to bring back.
I'll rule on that. Let's go. Yes.
Honorable Chair, Habiara Fortunate, MP from Bira North. I heard the chairperson board saying that the matter in court is between Kadunabi and the board. Is that right? And the appointing authority is the minister. And we have a matter where the former MD, the contract expired.
Hey, waarom is het sale bij Smulders Textiel?
Nee, het is zomaar sale. Met kortingen tot wel 50% bij smulderstextiel.nl.
Acting CEO. And the person who is calling himself a CEO is yet to be ruled by court whether he should or he should not be appointed. So why should he be still holding on the property of the authority when legally his contract expired and the matter is yet to be concluded in court? My understanding should be the properties of the authority should be handed over. He hands any other instrument that he has for the authority as he awaits for the court ruling. If there is a matter to be ruled,
my service, and based on that, given a number of the issues that they were receiving, governance issues that they saw was happening in Insurance Regulatory Authority, they sourced me to come in and try to help them through these hurdles so that they can move through smoothly.
You are certain you also meet the requirements of the law to be the chairperson board?
I believe I do, sir.
I'm receiving the Insurance Regulatory Authority?
No.
Try to connect the dots.
No, the DFCU is a bank. And I do not have any conflict of interest in handling insurance with bank matters as a non-executive director.
You're a non?
I'm a non-executive director in DFCU Limited.
Since when?
June 2025. I think.
Do you have, will you assist us with a copy of your appointment? That's what we ascertain that you are a non-executive director.
Oh, I will do that. I don't have it. I will do that. I'll ensure that I give it to the CEO to bring it.
So, is it your submission that the Insurance Regulatory Authority has no business with DFCU?
Chair, we in order, because we seem to be,
because we
seem
on
to
the
be
chair.
carrying out an investigation, Chair.
Yes.
I don't know using what rules now.
Yes.
Chair, are we in order?
Yes, we are in order. Yes, because to be a chairperson board, the law is elaborate. So we need also to be certain. It appears every substantive office has a transition.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll provide that.
You provide that.
I am a non-executive board member of the DFCU Limited. DFCU Limited has subsidiaries, which is the DFCU Bank and the DFCU Foundation. Okay?
Chief Executive Officer, the acting, does IR Insurance Regulatory Authority does any dealing with DFCU Bank? Just be on the record. Is it a no or yes?
As our bank?
The actual our bank. Beyond the record. Beyond the record.
Chair, we have an account in DFCU.
Oh, yes? Okay.
So if that is the relationship, yes, we have a relationship because we bank with them.
Chair.
Back to the board chair.
Yes.
Madam Chair, also I want you to clear for us the allegations that you are also part of PPDA.
Oh, yes.
As who?
I am a member of the PPDA tribunal. I am a respectable senior citizen.
Don't go into the senior citizenship.
I have to tell you.
Yeah, just assist us to understand.
Yes,
now,
please.
in your exception, as a member of PPDA.
PPDA tribunal.
Tribunal.
We look at issues that have come from the public. Thank you so much. We look at complaints.
Yes.
And we judge. We make our own decision between the complainant and the respondent. We have a chair. I am a member of the tribunal.
Colleagues, I want to, Section 14 of the Insurance Regulatory Authority Act, 14 subparagraph F, is to the effect that a person shall not be appointed to the board of the Insurance Regulatory Authority if such a person is a director or employee of a license or who has a financial interest in a license, including a shareholder or a license. Now, we want to be certain that there's no conflict of interest surrounding your appointment and your execution of duties.
I think I'll ask the acting CEO to advise on who the licensees are, the licensees that they are referring to in the Act.
Are you ready to clarify?
Chair, let's be fair to this team. These are very technical matters. They require time, they require planning.
Don't worry.
It looks like there is a petition there, Chair. We are not aware of it.
If they want time, they will request for time. You cannot respond for them. So we invited them to interrogate them, and every office is substantive. So no office is just a cover-up.
But Chair, I also have a right as a member of this committee.
Yes, you raise your
to know the matters we are proceeding on.
That's what he's answering. Any conflict of interest, would it arise surrounding the appointment? Because there's a transition, a short transition between board members, the chairperson. Yes, acting CEO, clarify.
Chair, I beg that you state the question again, so that I don't answer it out of context.
She referred to you to clarify on licenses. And in a situation that you are banking with DFCU, I don't know how much you transact with it, and also in a situation that she's also a member of the PPDA tribunal. Wanted clarity that there's no crash, there's no conflict, that you are alive and you're in line with Section 14 of the of your act.
Chair, for the PPDA, I don't think there is any They are not a licensee, the PPDA.
Does PPDA supervise you in any way?
Yes, they do. They supervise all public sector agencies in matters procurement. But the other one is the appeals tribunal. So I think there are two different institutions.
Is there any matter likely to, can there be a possibility of a matter that reaches the tribunal concerning insurance regulatory authority?
If it ever happened, I think procedure would require that she expresses conflict of interest and she will not participate in that matter. I think that's the procedure. Because ordinarily, once you're a board member of a public agency, it can happen. You cannot rule it out. But when it happens, there is usual expression of conflict of interest, that you say, I'm conflicted because of this, and you step aside.
Madam Chairperson, now, to assist us also appreciate absence of conflict of interest, you will avail us with your respective designation into those, the PPDA and the FCU, so that we ascertain that really your participation in those entities will not amount to conflict of interest in line with the Section 14.
I'll do that, Chair.
Okay, proceed and answer the others.
I was answering some of the questions. One was rightly, straight away, directed to me. Whether we disobeyed a court order, we did not. And I think it came out through, as some other members were asking questions, they came out through very, very clearly. We didn't disobey a court order. We didn't rush to appoint to have a recommendation for appointment of CEO. When I was appointed on the 2nd of March, we had to come in to arrest the situation. The insurance industry is looking at us for stability. We therefore, as a board, decided that let us inform the former CEO that the time is almost up, and let us recommend to the minister the person who should act as soon as the 31st of May arrives. Because the acting CEO, the purported CEO, was by that time still in office. We didn't push him out of office. We requested him to take leave for the purposes of stability of the authority and of the industry, so that the acting CEO can take over. So that someone, you know, when you're about to step out of an institution, good governance dictates that you give time. There's a handover time, there's all that time, so that there's a transitory time.
as they continue, and that's what I have done. And I also stopped going to the Insurance Regulatory Authority. The other question, Mr. Chairman, was why I ran to court. I went to court, Mr. Chairman, to get justice, because I felt there was injustice which was being done on the entire process, and I would leave that entire process which is before court for court to decide. I am more than ready to respect the court's decision. Chair, the other one. Was my employment having end term? Yes, it was. And can court supersede what is in the contract? That is also something I don't want to labor to explain, but my understanding is that court has powers, and it can give directions as it deems necessary. Am I aware that someone was appointed as acting? Yes, I am aware that someone was appointed as acting. And there was an issue of whether the person who appointed had the powers. That is really up to this committee to decide, or the other organs will decide on that. And Chair, the other one, I am whether DFCU is licensed by IRA. I want to state, by the time I left, DFCU was holding a bank assurance license from IRA, the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda, and I have borrowed an act from my colleagues at IRA, and a license means a license under this act and includes bank assurance authorization. When you come to the interpretation of licensee, it means a person who holds any license issued under this act. So, Chair, my understanding is that a DFCU is also licensed by IRA. I submit, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Dr. Karunabi, you've not answered why whether you've received the documents, correspondence requiring you to hand over property, and why you're holding on to them, if at all you are.
I received that communication, Mr. Chairman, and it was as a result of my earlier submission, Chair, that I just kept everything at bay, and at an opportune time, I'm willing to do the needful.
Thank you. Now, before I proceed,
clarification from him.
No. Let me guide us this. Where we are, we need to be certain. I'm requiring directing Haji Kadunabi and also Insurance Regulatory Authority, each of you submit to us a copy of a certified court order. We don't want to go into the interpretation of who is right and wrong without reference to court arbitration, since some of these aspects are largely matters touching some clarification from the PS alluding to the fact that Sunday Protasio is the acting chief executive officer, and equally they would be previous if it turns out to be that the 19 was true. Is also present Haji Kadunabi, the former accounting officer, or they would be previous, depending on how it will turn out. And Sunday, the acting accounting officer, who also briefed the committee that he already has powers over bank accounts. We shall proceed and have the interaction over the audit queries. And whatever issue relates to the former accounting officer, the law, the constitution as it is, does not look at former and current. The constitution as it is provides that once you are an accounting officer or a political head or a person responsible for a vote, whether you are former or current, you are under duty to respond to and account for any arising issue under such a vote. Since we have all of you here, we shall proceed and also entertain Insurance Regulatory Authority for a further discussion of observations within the Auditor General's report. And I'll hold on ruling on some of these arising issues so that we first receive the enabling evidence and documentation. I think in that way, we must proceed and hold whoever is accountable to account. Mr. Sunday.
Mr. Chair, just one.
Yes.
The former executive director, Regulatory Insurance, has just confirmed to this committee that the appointed chairperson of the board was not eligible. Given the explanation, was not eligible to appointment. Given he has just tried to explain to us the meaning of trusted trustee in line with the law that you quoted, the one you quoted, he has explained very well. I know it would be business of debate for another day, but we need to take it seriously.
I think they have all responded very well.
No.
Only that, we are holding on, taking a position on some of those matters.
Because the wrong person may be answering right questions.
Yeah, because whenever there is a reference to a court order, we cannot presume. We must actually receive the order and transact on it. What we have had is a revelation that there are some orders. The problem, the challenge I got is that the language of the order, what the head legal was reading was different from the language of the order Haji Kadunabi was reading. I want to first interrogate the two when they are certified. But as well, on matters of accountability, it matters not that you are former. That's according to the Constitution. It matters not that you are former. So they are all rightfully here, and they can able to respond to these to all arising issues within the audit report. So, Mr. Sunday, I would allow you now to respond to whatever is left out, and proceed to also give us your preliminary statements over the audit report. Then we shall proceed in the next 1 hour.
Procedure, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, our own rules of procedure, the parliamentary rules of procedure, require us to interface with entities like this, but interface directly with the person who has that designation of an accounting officer. Would it be procedurally right that we first get
a person designated with that responsibility before we proceed, because we are handling accountability, and in our exercise, somebody should be accountable. We should address ourselves to somebody. The voice of an accounting officer is the voice that should be on record. So can we first accomplish that, then we proceed with our oversight activity?
Maybe for guidance, we are interrogating audit report 2024-2025. He was the accounting officer. Now, the lacuna of the replacement will be harmonized. I think we shall interface with the PSST at a later time, and probably the minister, to interrogate some hanging administrative and procedural issues.
What is raising, Chair, is that besides the appointment as Chief Executive Officer, there is a contract signed by a vote holder, that's the accounting officer, and the PSST, that gives personal liability to the resources under the care of that officer. In our last meeting, we did raise that question because we wanted to know whether Dr. Sande had that appointment. And the answer we were given is that for them, as the Insurance Regulatory Authority, because their act states that the CEO shall be the accounting officer, they take it as such and have not been getting special appointments from the PSST. Chair, that's the irregularity that we think as a committee needs to be treated. It doesn't matter whether it is Mr. Sande or any other person, but the requirement of the law. And these accounting officers, Mr. Chairman, are appointed by Parliament every financial year. So it is important that we are sure and convinced that the one before us is on the schedule, either for appointment or that has been appointed. And then we will deal with him today. If there are matters in the past, he will call those officers who were involved. Chair, that's the only technicality we are struggling with.
Yes, Honorable Senator.
Chair, you and I went through the hands of Mr. Muawu, and we are ushered into the world as protectors of the law, officers of court. Chair, the law is specific and it talks about someone holding that portfolio. As of now, we are interfacing with none of those. We don't have a CEO, and Mr. Kaduna, by virtue of his contract, irrespective of the court order, is not in office. So it would be a very big injustice to you and to this Parliament for us to interrogate someone. You remember the word I omitted to say? The word was holding out. So as of now, we do not have a CEO or an accounting officer to answer these queries. Secondly, Mr. Chairman, as I was perusing these documents filed by IRA, I came across a board resolution which was extracted from the minutes recommending Dr. Sande Protasio as the best suitable candidate to be appointed in acting capacity. Chairman, time tells that the official authority to appoint is now in office. It would be prudent for us to wait a little while for that appointing authority to either confirm Dr. Protasio or to appoint someone else, so that we do things in the right order. And I've also observed that the extract was signed on 28th July 2026.
And it was recommending someone who was appointed on 1st June 2026. I would seek clarity on which one came first. Did you first recommend before the appointment, or you were appointed before the recommendation? I submit, Mr. Chairman.
Maybe, Chair.
Thank you.
Just a very brief one on that, what Honorable Sarong was saying, and maybe this will go to Dr. Munene, who is representing the PSST. On one of the documents here from the PSST to Dr. Sande appointing him, he quotes a board meeting of 29th April, contrary to the board resolution which talks about a board meeting of 28th April. The discrepancy in the dates is glaring. Maybe it's you to own that document. I'm referring to the PAC that was sent this morning, and I'm referring to a letter from Mr. Govi, which is the appointment instrument written to Dr. Sande. In the very first paragraph, it refers to a date of a board meeting of 29th April.
Thank you, Chair. If I may stand, one, the former chairman had made a recommendation to the minister way back. Now, when he made a recommendation that they should not appoint Haj for second term, for the last term, the ministry took it upon itself for verification of the issues that had been submitted. Now, we wrote to Auditor General to verify and confirm if the issues were...
Dr. Mene, yes. The discrepancies...
I'm building the point, yeah. Chair. Now, in the process of verification, the term of the old board expired and we appointed a new board. So we wrote to the board informing them that these are the recommendations that we got from Auditor General. And the new board again sat and wrote to us. So our letter appointing Dr. Protasio was based on a recommendation of the new board, yes, not the earlier board.
That is my question.
Yes.
And my clarification I was seeking, that's why I was guiding you for purpose of time, was your recommendation of appointment was based on the 266th board meeting of IRA. So I wanted to clarify, because the board resolution quotes the same meeting, the 266th board meeting, as having sat on 28th April. Your instrument appointing Dr. Protasio quotes the 266th board meeting as having sat on 29th April.
Chair, if you may allow,
yes,
I can give clarification.
That's what I want.
Yeah, Chair and members, on that particular issue, what you're reading as dated 28th July is an extract from the minutes of the 266th meeting for ease of reference. And that extract was made after an interface with this committee, demanding to know the basis upon which the board based to give a recommendation. So it's an extract from the minutes. As you can clearly see, it's even affirmed by me, because the seal of the authority can only be authentic with the signature of the accounting office.
When the meeting sat. When the meeting sat, because the two documents, if you look at your pack, you can refer to the pack, which you sent this morning, or you can refer to the appointment letter from Mr. Govi, written to you.
Yes.
In the very first paragraph, he says the meeting was held on 29th April. It's clear. That's what he says in the very first paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
He says the board meeting on the 266th board meeting was held on 29th April.
Yes.
And the extract of the board resolution quotes that said meeting, yes, as having sat on 28th
April.
Yes. The Minister Gobi's letter talks about it having sat on 29th. the resolution says it starts on 28th. I just wanted clarity on when, if it's a genuine mistake and you such that there's clarity, because the 2 days couldn't have sat on 2 days. That's the issue I was talking about.
I get the issue. I thought it was the date of the resolution,
No.
the extract. Director Legal, could that have been an oversight?
From on the side of the letter might have been an oversight, but I can confirm the meeting took place on 28th April, and also what Dr. Sunday has said, that is an extract on 28th July, and it came from this committee requesting us to submit minutes. So we got the extract and the resolution, and then dated it 28th July after the meeting.
No, I was not. I haven't referred to any July actual date.
Okay.
I'm referring to 28th April and 29th April. The two of you are referring to July.
The meetings, because you've asked about the resolution you have.
Yeah, the resolution I'm quoting it regarding the date of the meeting, not about the date of the resolution. Because the resolution quotes the meeting as having sat on 28th April.
Yes, the meeting sat on 28th April.
So the minister, that's why I was. So the Mr. Gobi's letter is the one which has the wrong date.
It is most likely, because we checked the record of the minutes that we have.
Now, we cannot be certain that one Ramadani Gobi quoted a wrong date. It will be a question of for him to clarify. However, I've also picked and noted the concern by members, and before I guide, Madam Chairperson, there is a letter you wrote to the permanent secretary to the Treasury, dated 3rd August 2026, on the subject request for confirmation of Dr. Protasio as accounting officer. It shows from the receiving stamp, it was received on 6th August 2026. Can you be on record? Has the letter received a response by now?
I have been told by Dr. Munene that they are working on the response. It hasn't come. But when I looked at the letter that he has just submitted, it confirmed to a certain degree, even though they are still working on the official document, which will have the performance contract, which he will sign with him.
Oh, no,
Honorable,
let her answer.
I appreciate what the board has, what the Cosase has raised. And I advised my team that we must have a written document from the PSST as the secretary to the Treasury. He's in charge of all public money. Irrespective of whatever law appoints you, the PSST must appoint you such that you are answerable to him on matters of public funds. And based on that, we have written, and even though the law, the IRA law talks about the accounting officer under an act of parliament, that still has to go through the Public Finance Management Act, and I'm extremely aware of that. So Dr. Munene has said they're working on the letter to
we need the substantive.
Procedure, Honorable Chair.
Before I receive the procedure, so in the circumstances that we haven't received the response, and so allow me guide. You are saying you are anticipating a response. Before you anticipate, the PSST sent someone on his behalf, beyond record, Mr. Bob Munene, When is this response?
Chair, it is before his table for signature tomorrow or after tomorrow. The letter will be signed because it originates from my department. That one I can assure you that it will be signed.
For us to ably interrogate the Auditor General's report, we need to iron out the uncertainty surrounding who is the accounting officer. Now that the Insurance Regulatory Authority wrote and the PSST sent a representative in writing, I want on that basis to appreciate that possibly we shall get guidance on this matter as to who is the substantive accounting officer as of now. Mindful that we have required you to present some supporting documents for the various issues, the orders, the correspondences, we talked about emails, some other documentation on to do with the chairperson. I would now be more inclined to adjourn this interface to 18th August at 11. At 11. Board Chair, you are saying what?
I'm due to travel.
Travel when?
On 14th, on 13th of, that is on Friday, 13th.
Returning when?
And returning on the 24th.
On 24th?
Yes, 24th of August.
A minute.
In my absence, yes, that's okay. Oh, don't.
No. There's a tendency of miscommunication. I want to be on the record before the meeting closes, because when we write, you said, I hope. No.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
We need this body chair because we want to specifically require the attendance of the PSST and the body chair plus the team from Insurance Regulatory Authority. So I hope 25th. It is a Tuesday.
I am here.
A Tuesday, 25th at 9 a.m. Let's continue this interaction on Tuesday, 25th at 9 a.m. We specifically require, Mr. Bob, as you return, we require the attendance of the PSST. If he has, by then he has put the response in writing, he will present it himself. We want to be certain and avoid the lacuna of who is the accounting officer. And subject to any other information we may need, that will be communicated by the clerk. I want to adjourn this meeting to...
Clarification before you adjourn. Honorable Chair, that table was well comprised. Should it be comprised to the same extent as it is today on that day? Like the old board, should it come? Because we've not discussed, I think, what we intended to discuss because we didn't have an accounting office. So should all of them turn up that day?
Do we still need the old board? I'm putting it to a vote. Do we still need the? Okay, we shall require the attendance of the current board and the former board and a team as you. Let's interact again on Tuesday and 5th with Mr. Bob. I insist. We we need the attendance of the PSSC. Let's clear that. No, let's clear the transition and management issues, because when you read the text of the Director General's observation, these are part of the observation within the audit report. Issues to do with the management of the board. So as we interrogate this matter, it is so fundamental that we have the interface. But on a casual note, I also wish to advise that you, the new board, and the team, I can see, also find ways to amicably settling the concerns amongst you. Probably you can even settle and you move in harmony. Last time we asked the acting CEO if he ever picked a call to call now the other CEO. So you said so I also want to invite you for more meaningful engagements. Probably you may find a way of settling some of these issues even without using court. And maybe by the time you return as a team away from this matter. It is still tenable within the law to have a continuous discussion to find ways of administratively and also informally settling this matter. You would even assist instead of now going into protracted legal battles. When you look, you still appear to have the possibility of amicably discussing and settling the disputes amongst yourselves where possible. But whether you settle it or not, we still need you on 25th before our committee. Meeting adjourned.
Jongens, eten! Nu de kids wat langer thuis blijven wonen, ben je blij dat je voor de glasvezel-experts van Delta hebt gekozen.
Want met onze nieuwe wifi 7-router
kan iedereen supersnel internetten.
Het is de crypto-koning vanaf Bali.
Trek wat warms aan. Iedereen blij?
Jij denkt aan een huis vol blije internetters, wij aan onze supersnelle wifi 7. Delta, aan alles gedacht.
Deze zomer de Alping Original voor €1995.